Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Gyakuten Saiban Sono Shinjitsu Igiyari on episode 11, or you could just really call it Ace Attorney. Now, this episode right here shows us an unexpected event happen and a situation that calls for it, but at the same time shows us a new twist of a thing, even though it was pretty obvious and shown in this episode, which will lead to the next episode and the one after that. Don't really know what possibly, because apparently this is episode 11. There's like 2 more episodes left as Mao gives out. So if anything else, let's just get this started. Okay, at the beginning of the episode, we were told that the witness ends up escaping somehow, but we have to it that we there's a revelation between Mitsugi Reiji and Naruhodo Ryuichi, We have to it that these guys were like best buddies in back then, because Naruhodo was how you supposed to say it, framed for stealing Ryuichi's money possibly, or lunch money in PE class or something. And because Naruhodo skipped PE or something, they suspected him to be the culprit. But eventually, Reiji, on the other hand, backs him up and says, you're not the one to do it, okay? And unless anyone has any proof about what he did, then you can't be the culprit, which is really, really ridiculous. But at the same time, how he, had some kind of friendship with Naruhodo, which is pretty surprising. I never knew that at all. I really did. I really didn't think that they had some kind of friendship until maybe some obvious was given there, though I didn't pay much attention to it, Naruhodo says he wants to back him up because he backed him up, and how it feels like that you're not by himself. Eventually, we have to it that our buddies, on the other hand, managed to reach the person's house, and they managed to stop the guy from escaping. But he ends up playing that innocent act again at the court, apparently, That's the one thing to keep in mind about. But eventually, as they enter the house and look into the situation, they end up finding a letter inside, not only in a certain safe, but Polly mentions the combination number and so forth. But we have to it that Naruhodo ends up asking one person for assistance, which is Hoshikage Soronosuke, that person that was mentioned many episodes back, but you get the point. But eventually we have to it that we had cross-examination on the guy and having to use letter as the proof, and then Karuma Go says, are you even sure that this is the person who's it sent to, and so forth. And they end up having, let me see here, Hoshikage to come in to ask about what's up, and the person who shot him, etc. But apparently we have to it that Yani Yogi ends up having some kind of revenge because of what's been happening, depending on the spirit who shot him and so forth, But we have to it that that they bring in a parrot to court, which is really, really, really ridiculous, honestly. I really do find it really strange. But eventually, as the episode goes on by, we have to it that Naruhodo asks the witness's name. Your name is Yani Yogi, am I not wrong? And therefore the guy finally admits to it and says what's been happening. Later on, it is shown that I think there was an attorney or a guy who is that person that helped Yani Yogi out to understand the guilt or something, and eventually he was known to be a murderer. Later, his wife committed suicide, Yani Yogi's wife. And later, as the episode continues as well, he decided to get revenge and ends up targeting the guy who framed him or really ruined him in a certain sense, which is really, really ridiculous, honestly. Not to mention about what's been happening, what's up. And not only that, he also targeted Edgeworth too, which Edgeworth was about to be declared not guilty, or Mitsugi Reiji, apparently Reiji ends up saying objection, and he has the incident about DL6, and he's the culprit behind it. Which leads to like he had a dream back then of seeing his father being choked by a security guard or something, and I think Mitsuki Reiji saw a gun, and then a gunshot was shot, and a gunshot was heard. So the only thing that we know that Reiji might be the one having that gun, but yeah. It's pretty hectic here and there. I don't know. I mean, one of the trials that, like, I don't know if visual novels had trouble with that trial, but I don't know. But pretty crazy here and there. So that's about it. That's all I can give out. Yani Yogi was the witness's true name and why he did it, all for the sake of, like, being humiliated, his wife committing suicide. Her name's Polly, by the way, which is named to the parrot, apparently, after his late wife, etc. So cleared up a lot of things. Sorry for being a little disorganized. It's just early morning right now, and I'm just going to get this over with as quick as possible. Until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.